Let's see. See if we get one. Well, maybe, do you want to go ahead and leave the dogs on there? And leave them on there. They just have like a creep look to it, you know? Oh, it works.
Both of them?
Yeah.
They got the creep look. We probably need to send somebody to do lights.
Oh, yeah. Great idea.
And I have to figure out how I'm going to do those lights in those 2 rooms up there, the ones that I can't reach. You know which ones I'm talking about? In the collection rooms. Well, it works. I mean, as far as the noise, as far as it going off, if it moves. Each one has a light association.
Mm-hmm.
So not only do they have a sound association, but they also have a light association.
All right. So listen, we got to be very careful right here because whoever this sits here, we got to tell them. So let's tell all the crew. I'm going to stay here is what I probably need to do. You know what I'm saying? I need to stay in here or something.
Can you see that good with that camera from that where it's at from the camera?
Yeah.
Can you see it
I'm in the way.
over there on your machine?
Yeah, look, here it is. Right here. Look.
Okay. Yeah, as long as you can see the. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure you can see it. Or the camera can see it, not me or you, but the camera. So those looking live can see what's going on.
All right, so let's go ahead and get radios. And then let's get let crew know about what's in here. We'll leave this on for now.
Okay. Close that right there for right now.
Oh, I wonder if that IR light is on.
It's not. You can see from here that it's not. Watch that cord.
Yeah, it's on, but hold on. Hot. All right, hold on. Let's see what this does. Go ahead and turn that light off. See what it looks like in the dark. Yeah, that's fine.
Do we need to move a chair or something from there when people come in here? Because they'll block that box. Or do you think that's all right?
Just do this. And then just tell people, hey, nobody sit here. We got a cable here.
They can sit in the chair, but they just can't move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, here it is right here. Look, is it good enough?
Shiny.
Let's leave it there. I'll probably stay in there or something. Thanks everybody for watching. We're live from the Thomas House Hotel. We're inside the Grand Seance Room. We'll be breaking into some small groups here shortly, probably within the next 20 minutes. We're going to be coming into this room here. We have some new equipment that's on the table that we're going to be using. So sit back and watch. If you see anything, type in the chat so we'll know if you see anything. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also click the little bell so you can get notifications every time we go live or we add new photos, or I'm sorry, not photos, but videos. President and host of Ghost Hunt Weekends. And we're here inside the Thomas House Hotel, inside the Grand Seance Room. And you can see the view that we have right now is looking at the table in the seance room here, where we're getting ready to start some experiments here in just a moment. People are going to the rooms, getting some equipment, having their final smokes, bathroom breaks, things like that. So we'll be starting here shortly. And we have a piece of equipment on the table that's new. It's 3 pendulums. It's built into a box that has opticals on it. If the pendulums move, there'll be sound and lights that will activate. So it's a very finely tuned piece of equipment that mixes high-tech technology with old school ghost hunting. So this is going to be something really exciting to use tonight. So if sit back, enjoy. We're going to be starting probably in the next 15 minutes. So I'm going to go get my equipment, and we'll see you soon. Let me leave the room.
Thank you very much. Casey.
That'd probably be a good idea. Yeah, I think that's a seance room.
Oh, we walk all the way in there, Mom. Yeah, we walk all the way in there.
Me. Putting tape on the. Okay, leaving. Sorry. Where is everybody?
in here, so I'm gonna have to show there's one you guys can trip over. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, come on in. The only thing I'm worried about, there's a wire right here. See this wire powering that box.
Okay.
And then there's a camera up here, so whoever just walks over here, you're just like, just nobody sit here, and you can sit here. So right here is fine. You see that right there? Yeah, you sit here. I'm just worried about somebody sitting there because it might pull that. Because we got a new piece of equipment. I'm going to explain it here in just a second. I just didn't want anybody to trip on these wires. Shut. Or push shut, I guess.
Y'all sit up here.
Hey, watch this right
That's
here.
my nickname, it's helpful.
Yeah, but be real careful because it's. All right, so go ahead and kill any flashlights because we got an infrared light right here that's illuminating the room. So it's a floodlight, but and it'll keep it from coming on if you're here. But the rest of you, who else is? We've got a couple seats here if you want, or you can sit over here. So I freaked out and go around the seance room table for some reason. I don't know, like everybody thinks that we're really gonna do a seance, yeah. But this piece of equipment was donated to us. Well, they're wanting us to try it out. It's something that he's an electrical engineer guy, and he it's pendulums, but it also has it's made with wood, so it doesn't conduct any electricity or any frequencies or anything from the box itself. And then there's pendulums, but if you move the pendulums tone. So what they were thinking was, what's the best way to communicate with somebody is through music, because like music is supposed to be a universal language. As soon as that kind of slows down, let me stop it. Stop it. There we go. And so I don't know. This is the very first time we're going to use this. I have no idea if it's going to work. No clue. Chris, is Mike here too?
No, I was just gonna see if you had the key to
Oh.
I had to get some.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, Chris is in here.
But I'll be back. It goes to the top block.
I just need a key, man.
This is
Give it to you?
C.
Okay.
Yes.
It's
For the layman. It's
so
so what we're doing is if you go to our Facebook page, you can probably share that. This Ghost Hunt Weekend stuff. And the last post I just posted talks about the live stream that's on in here. So the camera's up here. It's shooting down right here. It should. Oh, I was going to see if you got that. So it's ghosthuntweekends.com/live is the actual web address.
Yep, it's got it live.
So now this piece of equipment right here is a energy generator. So what it's doing is it's putting out a high EMF, and it's supposed to be something that is that spirits are supposed to be attracted to, because the theory is they're going to use energy to manifest and talk to us, possibly. So that's just a generator. We never really tried one in here, so we just kind of stuck it out just to see. I don't know if it's a good idea to have it next to the pendulum, so I don't think it's gonna bother that. Yeah, I know. So hopefully it'll power it up. So, who's in here? Let me see. I'm trying to shine it in everybody's eyes. Is that Daniel? Yeah. Okay. So this is called a seance room. Actually, when the cult, this was not used for seances. There was no floor in this room at the time. But most of the seances took place in the dining room. And what they did in here was there's an open spring underneath the floorboards here. So there was no floor in here when they first bought the hotel. And what they did is the hotel was about 3 times the size that it was originally, that it is today. Back back in the old days, they would build rooms over open springs. So that water is boiling up underneath the floorboard here and it flows out underneath the hotel. They would fan that cool air through the hotel. And that was kind of like modern, old time air conditioning back in the old day. So, and they say that, open mineral springs and wells is supposed to be where spirits come and go. So what we get in here is we have a lot of antiques. I have no idea even where half of these even came from. So I don't know if anything's. There's some relics in this case. There's buttons, there's scabbards and knives and all kinds of stuff that's been found with metal detectors up on the hill up here during the Civil War when the Union troops camped here. It wasn't a battle or anything they fought here, but we get ghost box activity works really good in here. K2. Oh, who's doing reservation? Oh, thanks. Chris, ladies and gentlemen.
I left my equipment in Chad's RV.
Uh-oh. So we get a can somebody SLS or something? What do we got in here? Oh, you got it. Okay, you know how to use it, right? Who is that?
Robin.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know how to use that, right? Like what you're looking for?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. The little stick figures.
Yeah. So the trick with that is now you got glass in here. So shine it over here, glass, but that glass is reflecting. You're going to think there's, so what you want to do is you want to make sure what you're looking for is not a reflection of something else. So use real smooth, slow motions. And then if you see one of the stick figures, use your eyes to see if where the location is could possibly be a reflection, and it might just be me or somebody else. Okay, but I'm just saying that's just one of the things that they'll see. And there's here, but there's a glass case right there, and it's reflecting me. So, excuse me.
And if anyone wants to go old school, I have the dowsing rods.
The only bad thing about dowsing rods in here is, unfortunately, there's so much water underneath us.
So it's gonna.
Yeah, it messes it up a little bit. So it's hard, and it's like, and I am horrible with dowsing rods. I can't even do them. They don't work for me.
Well, let's see.
I end up hooking people with them. So I don't even use them.
So Chad,
So if you have any K2 meters, put them out. We got a ghost box or anything? I got mine. Well, I'll put my ghost box out. Put K2 meters on this, and I'll give you some. Let me give you some trigger objects to use.
energy giving.
Okay, do this.
Warning.
Just like this way.
Those make.
Here's some old playing cards that they look like the ones that were used in the Civil War. So this is something to be familiar with looking at. Cards out. Put those in front of them. Is there another one down there? Let's put some cards out. Oh, there's a meter down there. Put those by that meter down there. Hopefully, like somebody will want to play some cards or something. Let's do the rest of them here. Like those out like you're gonna.
Like official.
Yeah. And then let me get this. We've gotten voices in here. Oh, let me guys tell you the last creepy thing that happened to me in here, and this was pretty recent. I was in here and I'm talking. Did you guys see those buildings that are over here at the back on the hill? Mm-hmm. They're not. Everybody kept calling them slave houses. They're not slave houses. They were segregation houses. So the cooks, the blacks that lived out there, they weren't allowed to stay in the building, but they could live out there, and they had women in one and men in the other one. So the cooks lived out there, and there was one of them. His name was Benjamin. And I was talking about Benjamin, and then I think we were trying to get him to talk to us, like, can you come through? Can you give us a sign you're here? Well, I kept hearing this, just like something tapping, like almost like that. And I'm like, what in the hell is that? And I'm looking around, I'm trying to figure out what it is, but it was coming from over here. And I was thinking that maybe somebody was just tapping their foot or something, so I just didn't really say anything about it. Somebody else said, something's tapping behind me. And I walked over here, and then I looked up here, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, what is it? And I walked right over here to this painting right here, or it's not a painting, I'm sorry, it's a photo. And it was doing this. And then I'm looking at it, and I'm like, hey, that's weird. It's the houses that are back here. And then all of a sudden, it pops. And look, you see that crack?
Yeah.
It's cracked over the Benjamin guy that we were trying to talk to.
Wow.
And I mean, there was as many people as in here right now, and they all saw it. And I'm just like, well, that was freaky. It's never done that since, and it's never done it again. So I don't know if maybe we try to get a hold of him again or something,
No,
but
I don't want to point in.
here's a ghost box. Whoops.
Whoops is not a good sound.
Well, it just like turned off on me, but there we go. I'm gonna put this here. What I like to do, I like to kind of room. I like to sit for a second. I like to listen to the room. I like to see, like, you know, is there an air vent on? Like, is there something making a tapping noise, anything like that? But it's been kind of quiet in here. We don't pick up many radio stations, which is really nice. So anything we hear, hopefully will be something. When you're using a ghost box, it's sweeping through frequencies. So if you hear something that sounds like music, more likely that was just a station. But if you hear something that's voices and you keep hearing the same voice over and over, that might be something. Let's see what we get. Benjamin? Benjamin, you here? Benjamin? A little different. Benjamin, can you go to that yellow light? Let us know you're here. Look at the cards. Look at the cards. Play cards. They're going to red. You want to play some cards? Look at it. Did you do that? We can hear you. We need you to talk a little louder, though. You can go to that orange light and talk as loud as you can. You let us know who's here. Dude, that was a voice. Did you hear that? Hello? Can you come forward? Can you come forward and let us know you're here? Let us know who you are. What? You said what something. Did you hear that? What's that? Or what? It was what? What do you sound like it's a man. It's a male voice. Can you tell me your name? See, that's not music. It's, yeah. Did you say Roger? Dude, that's a voice. I don't know what you're saying. If you can please say it just a little louder and a little clearer for us. My name's Chad. I don't know. Was that somebody's equipment or something, or did that come through the radio? Radio. That's definitely a man's voice.
If someone is here with us right now, can you touch one of these green lights? Both of your hands. Just touch the green light for us. Make it go all the way as high as you can go in colors.
Something. We heard you say your name. I can tell it's a man. The male voice. We would all like to know who we're talking to. It's the same guy, though. See, and okay, here's another thing with ghost boxes. Let's say you have a ghost box. It's rotating through the frequencies. So like every so many seconds, it's gonna hit the same frequency. Like let's say it's a radio station, it'd be like every 15 seconds, it's gonna hit the same thing. Well, that's like taking too long in between. Sometimes it's real close and sometimes it's farther apart. So I don't think that doesn't sound like a station. To me, and it doesn't sound good. It's like a man talking.
Can you say your name for us again, please? Go ahead.
Wait. I don't know. It's hard. We need you to get as close as you can to us. Try to get as close to that orange light. And say your name in that orange light. That was like a woman. Sometimes we hear like a screaming woman, but we haven't heard that in a long time. Maybe you're used to us being here. We have some new things on the table. We've played cards before. We've had does it seem like it got dark in there? Or is that light or something? That may have been that. But we have something right here on the table. With little chains on it. Can you push one of those? Can you push those little jewels that's on those chains? Let's see, thinking pendulums, like, I just don't know what that means. Unless you gotta talk like 1800s, they might not know what the heck you're talking about.
Can you make these rods go straight for me, maybe? Is that easier to do? Both of them straight for me, please. I need both of them. Sure. Okay. Come on, you almost got it.
You're moving a little bit, but you gotta really,
Almost straight. Come on.
You gotta really hit the table. The middle one is amazing because I just hit the table like that, but.
All right. Thank you.
Can you really swing one of those? Can you take your finger and push one as hard as you can?
No way.
What?
It moved as soon as you said it.
Really? Oh, I turned the light off.
All the way.
Not the pendulum, it's over here.
Oh,
One of them just went. Can you put it straight for me, please? All the way over, straight like the other one. There you go. Thank you very much. Now, Chad's been here a few times. Can you take both of these and point at Chad?
No way.
I gotta see it. Oh, I
my
see it.
gosh.
No.
Thank you very much. Can you put them straight for me again, please?
See, I can't. I hold them and they don't do anything. They just sit and they
Okay,
don't
now I
move.
need them straight. So one more time. Chad didn't see them. Can you take both of these and point at Chad? I really appreciate that. Now I need you to put them straight for me so we can ask the next question. Put them straight. I need them both straight. Come on, you can do it. That's pretty close. Now, if we are talking to a man, can you cross these for me? All right. Well, thank you very much. Now, can you put them straight? No, I need it straight. Thank you.
Are those easier to use?
Are these, if these are easier for you to communicate with, can you cross these for me? Okay. Can you point these at the, I didn't ask a question. All right, I appreciate that. Can you point these at the box that's making all the noise? All right. Can you put these straight ahead for me, please, so we can ask another question? All right. I appreciate that. Thank you.
See if it's the same person that was talking through the box. Like, I wonder if it's like a different person altogether.
If you were trying to talk to us through that box that's making all that noise, can you cross these for me? Okay. Can you uncross them? All the way. Thank you. Now just one more time because check the box. Can you point at Chad for me? One more time.
Is it playing?
Yeah. There you go. Good job. All right. Let's do it straight, please. All the way straight. All right. There's somebody in here holding a key point to them. Where are you going? You're kind of pointing at a bunch of people. Everybody, well, all right, yeah, I kind of goofed on that one, I guess.
See if they'll.
Go straight, please.
Hold on a second. Let me see if they'll. It's like, it's weird. Okay, the voices we heard, let's just say that it was a station. Well, we haven't heard it in a while.
Yeah.
If it was a station, we would have heard it hitting the station again and again and again. We haven't heard it.
Nothing's on.
So, oh, really? Where?
Just keep them.
Oh, just it. Can you let us know that you're still here by saying something into that orange light again? Tell us your name. Tell me your name. You like us here? K2's going off like cards. You want to play cards?
No.
You want to play cards? Can you deal me a hand? Can you play for some whiskey? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like a higher, like almost like a kid or something. Hi. Hi.
Hi, do we have a child in here? If you're a child, you can come over and play with these. Just cross them for me so I know you're here.
Heard another kid's voice.
Oh, okay, thank you. Hey, if you would like someone else to hold these, because I don't really know what I'm doing, can you take both of these and point it at somebody?
Hear that voice again? Like right when you said that? Oh, and the K2's come up.
Who are you pointing at? Next to me? If you want the young lady next to me to hold them, can you put them straight?
You've been voluntold.
They don't know what they're talking about. Oh, says you don't know what you're talking about. It's all right. Can you point to the youngest person in here? The youngest person. Take a wild guess.
You know. Oh, what's that? Me?
No. You're really.
Are you the youngest? What do you
You're really setting up good.
I tell you what, sometimes we're not sure if these are working. You can point them directly behind me. Just take them and swing them around. I'll let them not to ask that question. I'm pointing behind you right now. Hey, can you bring them over to the front?
I got a question for you to ask. No.
Okay.
Ask if they-
If you know past and are dead, can you cross these for me?
K2's going off over here.
We
We're
heard
gonna set that.
earlier, the voice box said go.
ask if they can just do that.
If you're still alive, can you cross these for me? Alright, put them straight now. Y'all are watching my hands, like I'm
Yeah.
completely still over here.
They're not getting used to all.
Can't tell if you're closing
I
this
see
ear.
more than one of them.
If there are more than a few in here, can you cross these rods for me, please?
They could use that. If they can move that,
Oh,
like can they?
thank
You can get them to move these pendulums.
Okay.
Because it'll definitely, like, it'll make a sound. Like, look, they don't,
Okay, now they're not
well, I
looking.
mean, like,
Say what? Everybody back off the table. No elbow is clear?
Yeah.
Okay. On the center of the table, you see this really neat thing, and it has like chains on it. Do you see it? If you see it, can you cross these for me? It's not scary at all. So much. Now let's take this straight. Better get now. You say you see it. Can you rods at it for me? Oh, thank you. Now let's go straight. Now I'm going to ask you a very important question, okay? My friends and I would love for you to touch one of those things that's hanging. Can you do that for me? Can you just cross them if you can do it? Yes?
Did you hear that?
Okay, thank you. Let's go straight. Now, I'm going to put these down, and I want you to touch one of those three things hanging, okay? I'm going to put these down. All right.
This K2 keeps going bananas. So
Okay.
do this though, listen. When you ask the question, give it a good, like, 10 seconds. Asking something and seeing if it'll react. Because when you ask a whole bunch of stuff, right, what it's responding, it may be responding to something you asked a minute ago. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I just told him I put it down.
Yeah.
So I put these down. Remember, you told me you see that box with the three things hanging. Could you please touch one? Use both of your hands, and I want you to touch it so a light goes off. Can you do that for me? Touch it if you can. Use whatever energy you need. You see the last one closest to us on this end, right?
No, I can't see it.
Last one.
You see them, right?
Yeah.
You almost got it. Just try all you can. And try to move one of them. Just one. The one closest to you, Chad, is moving.
Looks like it.
Push it as hard as you can. As hard as you can. Take whatever energy you need. Come on. I know you can do it. Just push it. Push it one good time.
Yes.
One
And
good.
there's our female yes behind it.
I'm glad y'all can understand that.
It took me a minute to start hearing it, but now.
I speak 5 languages and I can't understand voice box. If you push that box really hard, one of those three things will know it, but you gotta push it hard. Let me see you do it, please. That one closest to you.
Trying not to, like, blind everybody with it. That one is rocking more than the other ones.
Yeah, the one closest to you.
Are you trying to is it that child that's in here? It's like a new toy. Take your finger and push on that little pendulum. And if you push it as hard as you can, it'll make a sound and it'll light up.
It'll make the music.
It's like music. Look at it. It looks like it's swimming more. Push it as hard as you can. Use all your energy.
Both hands. You can do it.
Oh, hear that? It was like a... Say that again. Push that as hard as you can. That last one is close to me. Push it. Push it.
It'll play music if you push it really hard.
You can do it. Push it towards Tina. Push it right towards her, real hard.
on this blinks, right? I'm not losing my.
It'll light up and then it makes a sound at the same time. So if it lights up, it'll make a sound.
You see the light like it's coming up and it's going down. Right?
No.
What can you see? Can you on my side? Okay.
But there is?
This
Yeah.
is flashing here, but that's flashing.
Oh, I don't know. I don't see it from my
No, it's
angle.
just right. You see it, right? Okay. Woo! I just like to verify.
Hurry, we have to leave in just a moment.
It's swaying pretty good, actually.
Push it a little harder than that. It said something.
No?
Push it a little harder. Hard as you can. Yeah. Push it.
I don't see that last one moving.
I saw the other two moving.
Make it swing. Swing it back and forth. Just swing it back and forth. You can touch it with your hand. You can blow on it. You can move it with your finger. Whatever you have to do. Get it to swing real high. It said no or something. It sounded like no. Is that what it sounded like to you guys?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
Right.
Push it harder. You can use my energy if you need it. Push it as hard as you can. As hard as you can. Try to swing that little tube that's on the end of that chain. You can't push it. Hey, did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Is that like somebody's stomach or something?
Was it like a
It
hum?
was like
I
that.
think it was me.
Oh,
I thought it was her, but.
You never know. It's all that gravy.
True story. Last
Yeah.
ghost hunt with Chris, Mike, and all the guys. We were all hungry, so we're sitting in a room. It's all quiet, and all we hear is.
Yeah.
And we were like,
That's a bad thing after a big meal, and all that. Like, it's more of those mashed potatoes, and we don't have much time, so you have to let us know you're here. Please, you have to swing that.
What? Okay, let's try this. No, yeah, I'm actually just sliding, so I wasn't hitting it that much. Is this yours? Okay, I'm gonna move it like so. And yours has a little light in direction?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna see if I can get it to, In front of me are two cards. Easier for you. You see the green light? If you can take that green light and you make all the lights highest card. I've got two cards. If you can light up to the highest card for me. Use both of your hands. Take whatever energy you need. We've got a lot of energy in here.
That was a text message.
So they send you the answer.
What does it say?
Right. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Cards in front of me. I'm gonna pick up these rods again. Anybody's wondering? There's a spindle on the end, so I can't. Anybody holding it can't move the rods unless you'll be able to see if they're trying to. I guess you can say. Like Chad was saying, usually the dowsing rods are used to find water, which is your lowest spring. You can interfere with that, but that's what I was trying to ask in a way, rapid fire questions to see if maybe, so there wasn't, okay, you want to, all right. So the key thing, when you guys want to pick this up, you just kind of get a positive vibe for yourself, and you think kind of happy thoughts, and you want to hold them as flat as possible. You can squeeze the ends because they're not going to affect the rods. And then once they center themselves, this is how it goes. You want to hold them as level as possible. All right. Deep thoughts. All right, I can't start until these are straight. Can you help me get these straight, please? A little bit more. Okay. There's two cards in front of me. There's a low card, and there's a high card. Can you take both of these rods and can you push them towards the high card? Which one has more hearts on the card? All right, that side. Thank you. Can you take them back straight?
It's weird when we're not asking questions like, hey, talk to us or whatever, we don't hear anything coming through the box. We don't hear anything. But then start asking questions and talk to us and see if it'll start.
Can you point to the thing that's making all that noise on the table? Keep going. Chad, you pointing at Chad? No, there you go. All right, so since you see that box, can you get real close to it and tell us your name? Can you say anyone's name that's in here right now?
Like interference or something? Like,
Yeah. Like something's crying.
Wait, you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is that. Let's get it back there. Maybe it must be like a power supply on it or something. Oh, it may be.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I just moved it towards the dog and it said
I don't
that.
know, but as soon as it did that, these things were going like ape shit over here.
I moved it towards this.
Can you put these straight for me, please? Did it just cuss at me?
This thing off.
I don't know.
I thought you said I was blind.
I
I'm
did too.
gonna shut
That's what
it
I
off.
Yeah.
Set it down. I don't know.
If you just,
It was like a different voice set. That didn't sound like that guy's voice.
you just say fuck to me. If you said fuck just now, can you cross these for me if you just said fuck to me?
Well.
No, I need an X. I don't need some half-ass. I'll cuss right back.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Now you're challenging me.
I'm not challenging you. I just like to be very clear. No, I can't talk to you unless you put these straight, please. I need both of them straight.
Before we leave, we want to hear your voice one more time. We're not going to be here long. But can you say something into that orange light? Try your best to say something again.
There's something outside. More positive of it. Like a small cat or something.
Oh, there could be. Up here.
If you are in this room and you take both of these rods and point to where you're at, that's not funny.
That's scary.
What do you say, seance room? Where do you want seance room to head to?
Oh, great.
I was like, wow. Our hands were off.
Yeah, that was from the radio. All right.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
It's like, Danny, you go do anything now.
Don't forget your meter. Okay.
Okay,
So
so now
when
with
you-
everybody moving, all three are moving. But earlier, when you were trying to get it, it was that one closest to you
Mm-hmm.
was the only one moving.
Yeah, I don't know. This is like brand new. We've used this,
Do
so
you
I
see
don't.
that?
This, yeah, but
There's
this
tape over it.
this room is all wooden floors, so I'm not sure
Chad,
about. Huh?
you're my witness, right?
I saw.
Yeah.
What?
You saw over this thing where you have it taped and you can't see.
Yeah.
There was a light.
Yeah.
It was ice cold.
Yeah. There's a blue light on it. We taped it up.
Okay, well,
I don't know. So try some different experiments when you go to the next spot. Where you're going next is that green hallway where that on the video the ball rolled.
they're experimenting.
The
Oh, my hotel room.
the ball rolled. The what else happened up there? Oh, doors open. You'll hear the whistler. Try to get a hold of the whistler.
Whistler, okay.
Randy knows how to. Randy will teach you guys to do it.
Alright, so I'm going.
The big thing in the hallway upstairs, though, where you guys are going, like let one person talk at a time. I mean, not, we were in here, but I was saying, like usually, like if one person does it, whistle, 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 and then wait, and then have it see if it'll whistle back. Randy knows how to do it. He'll show you guys.
I
Yeah.
can whistle Dixie real good.
Wait,
Is this someone's voice recorder right here?
Not me.
Little buttons?
I don't know who was sitting right here.
The younger
See if that, just when you get upstairs, check your group, and if somebody left their recorder, or do you want to take it with you? It has to be ours.
I'll bring it.
Yeah, and then if not, I'll, I didn't use it. Didn't use it.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Oh.
There's bathrooms right there.
Is that? We've got just this spot right here. I just gotta be careful because I got a cable running down.
Okay.
I just didn't want anybody sitting right here at this spot because they'll turn this off. And then I got the camera on in here as well. It's streaming.
What's that last year?
They're not.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. Oh,
Weird stuff going on in there.
oh, right. Was yours at church?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
Huge. I mean,
Really?
Seriously.
Like someone had thrown a chair.
It was
before.
bizarre. We
What?
stuff is falling off the wall.
Well, I think this one and Felix is like, never heard of
So
it.
what? It scared people.
Wow. Everybody heard? Did you guys hear it?
You
Yeah.
could not hear it.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was crazy.
So loud.
I mean, I've heard knocking on the walls over there.
No,
Oh no, it was like a,
no, like it was a boom.
yeah.
And you could actually feel like the floor shake.
Yeah. I'm
It
trying not
was
to shine in your
intense.
eyes. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. But it was very, I'm here.
Huh. Stace,
Hello?
is that so? The like something hit the.
It was like bam, like the whole church like.
loud.
Dude, this guy jumped up and the was in the right corner
Huh.
back.
I got the
Not
cable
where the
right
mannequin is,
here.
the other side.
If someone wants to sit, if you want to sit here, Stace, because there's this cable, but I've been sitting here just so nobody else will sit.
Oh,
because
that's
I don't
fine,
want
yeah, okay.
And then I was watching the live stream.
I
Just
thought I
to,
put glasses in the church.
hey, you found a pair of glasses, then we found a voice recorder in here, but like nobody claimed it. I'm like, it has to be somebody's in this room. Be careful though.
That's how I see it, yeah.
We didn't have this thing do anything except the last pendulum would swing, and nobody was moving whatsoever.
Why's that going on?
I don't know.
My phone's in there. All right, where's everybody? Where are you at, Chad?
What, I was sitting right here, but you can sit right here
Are
if
you
you
sure?
want, or I'm sitting here to kind of watch the computer.
Okay.
Where's the camera?
Oh, right here. Right.
Oh.
So if you're just saying it like at that, it's fine. Now, we didn't really have much with the, oh wait, are there more people coming?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're in the party.
Man, so what's up? So what were you guys asking when you heard the bang?
And didn't we ask to make a noise? I think we did.
I asked it to, if he was around, to make a noise, and then
Bam.
Where did it come from?
this guy opens his mouth,
I
and
had a mannequin corner, the other corner, and I was sitting on there, and I jumped up and I was scared. And then they're like, oh, that's just because they're screwing around, you know, like beating on the side.
Yeah,
of the
that's what I
there
thought.
isn't any side of the, but that's the end of the kitchen, so you had, that's not the outside wall, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like, bam, the whole thing shook. I'm like, oh.
That's what I thought. I said, no, that's Chris.
But there's no way, because there was another room, and then there's the outside wall.
So-
If it was a critter, they would have been really huge, but it was, I mean, it was like somebody.
There's no way.
dude, it was a critter, was a freaking
Yeah.
bear.
Yeah.
It was
Bam, the whole thing.
But what you just asked, like, what were you asking before? Hey, oh, somebody moved that, right? Oh, okay, that's fine.
And then Kristen said it, and then something hit her chair, and she was up at the front by the front door.
Yeah, something kicked her chair.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, and we heard it, it went,
Yeah, it was like, hey, yeah.
where did the rest of the people go?
They're in the bathroom,
Oh,
I think.
It wasn't like that. It was like,
Yeah, it was like.
wow.
that was the
some of
first-
it was
that-
loud.
It was loud.
I mean, it's at the floor.
Yeah.
I thought the wall was gonna.
So you didn't think like Like you don't think like a branch fell off the tree
Oh,
behind it or something? Oh, okay. It was the wall.
It was the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a crash on the inside.
No, that's fine. But you just know how because I'm always trying to think. Well, what
No, I know.
like when it happens, it's like, oh shit, that's fucking paranormal, But then like later, you want to think, well, maybe it wasn't, But oh, that's awesome.
Crazy. That was intense. Mm-hmm.
Man, I wish. Do you think you guys recorded it?
I recorded it.
Oh, nice.
I think Chris did.
Yeah, I was listening.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had a recorder right next to me, so.
She's got hers on too.
So, in here, oh, we turned the ghost box on. We turned the ghost box on, and in here it was quiet, and I started asking, and a man was coming through. It was not music. It wasn't at this exact same intervals. It was just random, and this guy would talk, and it was yes and no, and some stuff. We just couldn't make it out. Like we were asking if he could move the pendulums, and it said yes. And then the one at the end was rocking back and forth, but it never made the music. Like it never moved that much. So, listen.
You guys talking?
I heard like a kid's voice. Oh, that was you?
That was it.
Oh, okay. There was them back here.
On the couch.
I sound like a little kid.
I think they were whispering, and it just sounded that way.
Stop whispering.
No, it wasn't whispering, it was like a child.
Yeah, it did
Yeah,
sound more like a
that's-
child. Yeah,
Okay.
Where are y'all hearing it?
like right where you
Where
were.
you're at.
But it sounded like a little kid.
Her.
It was that. It was your voice. Yeah, that's what it was.
You got a cute little kid's voice.
Yeah. Well, when you're whispering and other people are talking, you just only hear a little bit of it.
Right.
So if you want, we could turn their ghost box on again,
Yeah.
and oh, and then we put some K2s out around the here. Put this K2 like by the cards. There's some other cards right there, and they were definitely they were going off. This one was going off more. Oh, and you got a 360. Oh yeah, no, I was watching. All right.
Just hold it to the edge so it gets to the, they can reach it.
Okay. And then see that end one's moving again.
What is that?
Well, you
I've
moved
never seen
them.
that.
That's
so-
what we just
I
stopped
them.
It's cool. Is that yours?
Oh,
Kind of.
yeah, we're testing it for somebody.
I
to build
think they
it.
were over here messing with the table and started shaking them.
It's got a K2 built into it?
No, it's what it is if those pendulums move off the sensor,
Mm-hmm.
they'll start playing
And
music.
it'll light up according to which pendulum is moving.
Yeah,
The
and it's a
triangle right
crystal.
there, the crystals. and
There's a
stuff.
Okay, I
crystal
like
on
that.
this is a crystal on
Yeah,
the top.
so
I
you
forgot
could
what
say,
it's called.
you know,
Selenite.
right one.
Yeah. And then it's brass or no copper
And
and
it's
then
like
3D
bamboo.
printed
Mhm.
in copper infused. So like everything is
Mhm.
That is really cool.
yeah.
I like that.
and
And
So,
you've
I
been
don't
getting activity with it?
it was swinging, but we didn't get like the music to go off. So I don't know. You talked to us a few moments ago when the other group was here. I was talking about Benjamin. Jeez.
Just that crash.
What?
As she played it back,
Oh,
you hear boom.
Benjamin. There was some man talking in here.
Here. Is there somebody in here with us? Can you say something, please?
Who's that?
It's me. I just sat down. I was trying to be quiet.
We have some new people in here now. I'd like to hear your voice. Hello? Can you do that again for me? So I know that it's really you and not just
Random.
random? Thanks. Or maybe you can move one of these little toys on chain over here. If you move them hard enough, little lights light up. And I think it plays music.
It was every time we were asking that box was saying something. Now it's not saying anything. That's weird.
Would you put your hand over by it?
Are you a boy or are you a girl? A lot of devices here that we can hear you. So can you tell us who you are? You like to play cards? You hear that?
That's me.
I have this little light over here by the edge of the table. You walk over to it, maybe try to put your hand on it, it'll change color. It won't hurt you.
Come over and touch something. You touched the red light a few minutes ago. Let us know that you're still here.
I was gonna ask if someone granted.
She did.
Okay.
Well, is that it? Are you not gonna come do something, say something? We're just gonna sit here in the dark?
You wanna ask us a question? Maybe we can help you with something.
Jed, what kind of people come through here?
Well, we were getting a woman for a while. Then we'll get a child. But the children usually don't talk. They more like play with the objects. Then we'll get a man. And we think the man is like a soldier or an officer of some kind, maybe from the Civil War.
How do you come up with that?
It's just over the, like, we would, you know, like we would have different like ovuluses, and we would have the ghost box and would say like officer and army and war, you know, it was all like military terms and stuff.
Right.
And then the woman would just scream. It was just freaky, but we haven't heard that in like, God, it's been a year. It was like every weekend we would come out, and it was just, and it was like right on cue. And then the children ones is like, it'll only react like if you put like toys out or something, you know, like, hey, we're gonna put a ball or a toy or what is it?
I got Confederate money.
Uh-oh.
So it's like, they want, if it's Civil War, they want to play cards. There's some real money for them to play with. Not real money, but some money. We've had Indian chanting. Real money. You know that?
Oh yeah, that was in the dining room when the power went off.
Here once though.
Yeah, maybe. I do remember the dining room.
That was weird. You can hear that with your ears.
Rock, how come you're not talking now? You were talking through that box. The orange light. Go towards that orange light and say your name. Can you say your name?
Did you just come up and touch the back of my shoulder? Are you one of the children that comes in here, or am I in your seat? Do you want to play cards? Come up here and on the table and touch the green lights. Come up here, touch the lights. If that was you that touched me.
Hey, did you hear that?
Hey, did you say something? Can you say it again?
Did it say hey or Stacy?
I heard it.
Hey.
Hey?
Hey, we're still here. Come on and talk to us.
Bye. Sound like a boy.
You talk a little more. You talked a lot this last group.
Are you still here? Don't be afraid to talk to us.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was that guy's voice. That's what it sounded like.
Do you want to sit in my seat? Maybe play some cards. We have some money here. You want to place a bet? Do we have some money right here? Come on up. Tell us how much you want to bet so we can deal the cards out. Are you the one that touched me on the shoulder just a few minutes ago? Are you still here?
You want him to leave.
Can you tell me your name?
There's something I can hear.
I got it.
Can you try to say that again? Does it take a lot of energy to get you to talk? What's your name? My name is Mike. Tell me what your name is. Well, if you don't want to play this hand, we'll let somebody else shuffle the deal them out. Something after protection. Do you want me to get out of this chair so you can sit in between these two ladies? Do I have your seat? You want me to ask Chad to leave the room?
Nothing.
Ain't that what it is?
You were talking a lot. Real close to that orange light.
Can you see all of us in here? I'd like to talk to you, but I need to know who I'm speaking with. Maybe you would like to just come up and join the conversation.
It says something about me.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear what it was.
Sounded like a woman's voice, didn't it?
Can you try that again?
We think we heard you, but we couldn't make out what you said. Could you tell us again, maybe what your name is?
Are you stuck in here, or are you just passing through? Are you by yourself?
I'm hearing on here, he's saying something. It's really low. It's like 2 or 3 words.
Yeah, I hear it from way over here, but it's real faint.
I'm sorry we're having so much trouble hearing you. Can you try to talk just a little louder? Could maybe you try to touch one of the lights on the table? That might be a little easier. At least we'll know that you're here.
It was.
Man, oh,
Yeah.
Can you try to say that again? Sometimes they could be answering a question you asked 2 minutes ago, and they've just been able to get it through. You never know.
Yeah.
I think it was the same thing.
Yeah, is that what you said was yes? Kind of hard for you to speak? Are you trapped in here? Or are you just moving up and down the road? Have you always been a part of this building? You get upset that there's people here all the time? Wish they would leave so you could have the place to yourself again?
I hear it again. It's real faint. You could talk louder. You were talking very loud with the last group.
It's way underneath.
Come real close to that orange light. As close as you can get to it. And say your name so he can hear you.
They just did.
Did it?
You were talking, I couldn't tell.
Oh, your girl? Mm-hmm.
What's your name? Can you say it again? What? Say it. I can't understand you. The lady sitting right in front of the box, her name's Patty. Can you tell her your name?
Trying to say it as clear and loud as possible.
You can get it to rock one of those pendulums. I don't know what to.
On the table, it looks like a little toy with little things on chains. If you touch it, they'll rock. And they light up with color, and I think they play music. It won't hurt you. You try to run your hand over it. I would really like to see it. Would you do that for me?
They're barely moving them. I don't know what that's from them.
I've never seen it work. Can you show me?
This one was moving.
The middle one's moving.
So the right one, is my right.
That's awesome if you're doing that. I'm so happy.
Please throw that
Oh,
over
it sure is, isn't it?
It's the right one, this
Yeah,
one
yeah.
here.
Can you try to do it just a little harder? I'm sorry I'm asking you.
I just want to hear the music.
I see it moving.
That's what the last one was doing. Just one would move, though.
Middle one's
Well, and that
moving.
table is so solid.
I can't see the middle of the.
Can you try it one more time, a little harder for me?
Reflecting the light off of it, and therefore I can see the.
Yeah, the
This
center one isn't really on
No, it's
it.
not.
It's just that one.
This one on this end,
And now
it's still moving.
yeah. Run your hand over it. There you go. Maybe if you run your hand over a little faster, it'll push it a little harder. Did somebody just grunt?
I heard it.
Okay.
Sounds like it's right over here.
Either that or he's.
That was
Yeah. It's slow down.
it is.
If you did that, I am so impressed. Thank you so much.
Just the first one was moving. It's like, yeah. Yeah, keep moving. It's all-
Take your hand and just run it past her real fast.
It'd be so pretty and so cool.
I don't know how hard they are to move, so I'm actually really impressed that you can do that.
You hear that?
It's a press. That's what I heard.
I wonder if you can blow on them, if that would help. That's somebody's tummy.
Was it? What was that?
Wasn't that somebody's tummy?
No, that's not like blower.
Yeah, it's like wind.
It really, that really, nobody's tummy growl?
No.
Chris, did you hear that?
I heard it over here.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah, it was like-
Somebody's tummy.
Like wind in the tunnel, yeah.
Are you trying to blow them?
Can you try that again for me? I think I heard you.
It's like really, really hard.
There it is.
There it is again.
Yeah.
What is that?
I hear it.
I hear it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't know how.
Are you trying to blow them?
Okay, can you do that again for me? Blow real hard.
You can do it. Come on.
Hear
Yes. Yes.
I heard it.
Yeah.
What is that?
Anybody snoring?
Is somebody asleep?
Did a lady say something right there?
No, I don't think so. Okay, I'm not sure if that's you trying to blow on it, but if it is, we're gonna be real quiet. Can you do it again for us so we can make sure? Go ahead. Blow on it real hard. I know it's probably really hard for you to do all this, and I really appreciate it. Can you maybe try to run your hand past it again? And I know you're probably yelling at me. I just want to be able to communicate with you somehow. It's still moving. But let's see if you can blow on it again real hard. I'm hearing something. Did you hear that? And the millimeter goes from keeps going from 2 to 3.
Oh,
And my this hit K2 a minute ago.
there's a reading on here, is there? On the now?
It just says 0.2.
Okay.
It went up to 3 a minute ago.
Is there anything in this box that could trigger that millimeter?
We were putting it up next to it and we couldn't get it. I mean, there's electrical going to it. It's plugged in, but I moved it all around it.
It's 0.7. No,
Oh, is
that's
it?
gone. No, nothing.
Oh, that's weird.
Let's see.
Nothing.
See, we put ours up to it
This
at
is
the
it.
last run and it didn't move.
0.2.
It would be steady if it was. You would think.
Yeah. You would.
Maybe not.
You think those crystals held like a charge and then when you broke, you know, almost like a static charge and it like kind of dissipated when you got closer to it?
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know that much about crystals.
I know they hold a charge, but
Is that me?
What was that?
what was that?
There's a flash right here.
Did you guys just see that?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was it my K2?
I think so.
That's the second.
No, it was like on the floor right here
Yes.
by me. That's happened in here
I
before.
You've got a green light on the floor by you, haven't you?
No, that's a box. Unless it was this. I went like this, and as soon as I hit this flashlight doesn't have a white light. It only has red.
Yeah, it's like
But it was like boop, 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 boop. It was a flash of white light.
That's why I thought it was.
And over in that corner, this has happened before. Over in that corner over there,
I thought it was
it was underneath. No, it was on the floor, like right here.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I don't have anything.
I thought it was down by your feet.
I got like chills all over me.
And mine is right here. Can you do that? Oh, now it went from 1 to 2.
That happened before in here. It happened underneath a lady's chair, and she was over there, and she thought I flashed a light at
It
her.
was Mason.
What?
It was Mason, that's right.
It was Mason when that happened.
Can you do that again for me? Can you, I don't care what you do. Put your hands on any of these lights. And now it's back down to 1.
Really?
I'm really impressed with all the things
I
you're
thought it was
doing.
machinery.
I just need your help.
No, this is. I mean, this has a. There's a little light on. This is just streaming,
But that's why I didn't.
but there's nothing on it. That's why I kind of closed it because I didn't want to close it all the way because I'm scared it'll turn
I
it
just
off.
saw something on the floor lighting you up.
Right now?
No. What,
Yeah, I was.
You were lit up by it.
Yeah, I looked
Yeah.
down and I really thought my flashlight came on, but I'm like, this doesn't have a white light on it because I only have a red light on it.
Well, a second ago, before that, I thought my K2 went off.
Um,
So now I'm
It
wondering.
went off earlier.
Oh, it did.
But it was on the floor in front of me. It was like something.
Yeah.
Are you are you opening up like a portal?
Flash.
Are you coming through this? Are you trying to push yourself into our world?
I know it must be really difficult for you to be able to get us to hear you. And we appreciate every effort that you make.
you're doing so cool,
Flash.
so awesome. We really appreciate all your efforts.
Flash again.
If you can touch any of these lights on this table,
If you touch this one, it goes pretty colors. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, there you go. You've got to get real close to
look
it.
how pretty that is.
Make it pretty colors.
One more flash.
Yeah, for some reason your millimeter just goes from 1 to 2 to 3 and back down to 1. I don't know why it's doing that.
Unless it's building up energy and then dissipating somehow through those crystals or something.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
Right,
Like,
it's possible.
it's like holding it like a capacitor or something, you know, like just holding.
Would it do it on a K2?
It could. It may not. I don't know. It
He's back
might.
at his, no, he went to 2 and now it's at 1 again. The green, that little green spot.
I think it might be some reflecting, but it's moving.
Above the door?
The painting, right there, it's on the picture now, it's right above that painting above. See
Oh,
it?
yeah, I saw
You
it.
see it's
I
moving
just saw-
down now.
I just saw tiny.
It's on the corner, on the right corner, yeah, but it was.
Okay, wait a minute, let's look, we're looking at the table.
What is
What could
that?
be,
So I was thinking maybe some of the light coming outside, like, oh,
Keep an eye on
watch
it.
or something.
Do you
It's
see it?
gone now. Well, yeah, it's a little bit lower now.
I saw something on the corner.
okay,
of the
keep an
frame.
eye on it and tell me if I block it out.
Mm-mm.
It's very small, bright
Yeah,
green,
it's
right?
brighter,
And
but
it's right up
yeah,
in the
but
right
it's like a
corner.
circle. Mm-hmm. On that picture frame.
Well,
Whatever that
a
is.
little bit ago.
Oh,
That's me.
See?
oh, okay. I thought I was at Flash again.
A little bit ago, I saw a green light on that wall by the door, above the door,
Mhm.
but I thought it was a reflection, but now I'm wondering if it moved
Well,
over
this one
here.
like moved, it was like moving from right to left, and then it went above, and
I don't
then
see
it
it.
came down the side of the picture frame.
It's gone now.
So I'm like, is that someone's watch? That's kind of weird. So I was like kind of looking, but I'm also like looking at everybody's.
Right. And none of these over here would be reflecting. I'm
No, I'm
trying to
thinking
block
it's
it out.
something,
that's what I'm
you know.
thinking.
Yeah. like
If
that.
you're, I know you're probably trying to get us to hear you or see you. Can you do something else? I don't know what to tell you. Tap on something.
Bang the table, bang on the table. Come on, knock on the table.
Or even make a grunty noise, anything you can.
Did someone sigh a few minutes ago?
I heard that too.
I didn't hear a sign.
Knock on the table like this. Come on over here and do that.
Or maybe just try to touch the lights on the table. That might be easier. Or say one of our names. I heard that.
Hey.
Who was that?
Chris is
I think
rewinding.
Chris is rewinding.
Oh, okay.
Is there noise? I don't know.
It was like a man's voice. Almost like it
That's
sounded
Chris
like,
over here
okay.
Rewinding and listening.
I want to know what that flash was.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
Dude, that flash
We've
was
seen that
right,
before.
it was right here.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
right,
weird.
why is my light acting weird?
And
Look, it was like right here to me.
Yep. We've seen that kind of stuff before in here.
I saw it back in that corner, and that Mason girl thought I was shining a light underneath her chair. And I thought she turned a light on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
That's
that's
me.
it.
Okay.
See if you turn your wrist, if it'll go on the picture.
Yeah. No, it
There
was
is
a tiny,
that's me on the
light
ceiling.
anyway on the picture.
Oh,
No, it wasn't like that.
Alright, time to go, Terry.
Is that a tiny?
that's him.
That's me.
Do you want to tell the guys to maybe one to go upstairs and then one to come in here? Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Chris hasn't-
No, they haven't seen them. Then we'll see them all in the thing.
Church, come to the seance room, green hallway, go to the church, and seance room, go to the green hallway.
Thank you so much for everything tonight. I know it must be very difficult for you. We appreciate it.
That was the weirdest
Did you
thing.
get something, Krista?
Yeah, I'll have to go back.
Bananas. Bananas.
Where else everybody going?
Bring upstairs, see Mr. Flagg for a little bit.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, for a bit, smell.
Charge.
Look at Randy and they go, well, they just, he goes, oh, it was just, I said, no, and then I said,
We're going to the upstairs hallway.
yeah, green.
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 I'm like really want to know what that,
That flash. I hope you get it again.
it's not real clear for some reason. I'm gonna see if I can go back.
Who's in 16 these days? Is that a boy? The boys? I'm just both years.
Bye, guys. Who's that?
The Brits.
Oh, no, it's Felix.
Me.
I was trying to see who the last one was. Oh, who's this? I'm trying to see if I can get this to.
Brits.
Yeah, I knew you. Here we go.
Devices here that don't belong to ours. Just in that
Is that Daniel? How's your group doing? Oh, wait, you were just in here. Oh, yeah, never mind. All right.
That way, folks, you go in and get your seat. Want some wire down there around the end of the table.
Hello.
How are you?
Just be careful if anybody's sitting on this end. Well, I'll just probably not have anybody sit on the end. I got a bunch of wires in here and it's hooked up to this piece.
What end?
This end. So anywhere but just this last seat, because I got cables running this way. Yeah, and then we got the live camera on, so it's looking straight down at the table here.
You know,
Oh, really? Is it cold?
3 degrees fall.
Oh, wow.
We got 64.45 when we first got there.
It was actually 65.6 when we walked in, because I watched it.
And at one point it hit 59.
And what was that guy's name that fell through the roof?
Chris.
Chris.
Fell through the roof.
Well,
He didn't fall all the way through.
Yeah.
He didn't fall all the way.
What did he climb up in his
Mostly.
Yeah.
No, really?
Yeah.
And he fell through it?
Oh my God.
Just a portion of his body,
Yeah.
not all of it,
Just some of him.
Yeah, it was like,
just a smaller portion.
Oh.
it was.
But I tell you what, whatever it was.
Oh, careful where
Oh,
you
that's-
are.
I mean, I promise.
Please do not go up that ladder
You
again.
weren't lying.
Right here.
Yeah.
Everybody, we got everybody?
Another seat over here.
We had,
Fall asleep couch.
Chad, what kind of equipment do you have in here?
well, we have this new thing that's on the table here. They're pendulums
So we don't want to put anything else
that,
out.
well, no, you can, but, we were using the ghost box. We were putting K2 meters out. If you got a K2, put in there these, cards. You can move these cards around like you're gonna play cards. No, do it out like you're doing a hand. And then put the K2 in front of it, like it's gonna pick the meter out. You know what I'm saying? And then if anything comes near it, hopefully the K2 will go off. Like maybe it wants to get near the cards or something. And then we were having the one over here going off a lot. And then this pendulum, this last one, was swinging like quite a bit, which was really weird, and nobody was moving or anything.
Okay, something is randomly setting off our.
Yeah, right
Was it
there.
fireball?
No, that was not fireball.
Some what is setting off your what?
Spirit box
boxes are going off.
hers one started going off in her pocket, and mine just started going off in my bag when I said.
We had the ghost box on in here. The first run, there was like a lot of talking on it. Like it was a guy's voice over and over and over. This last group was in here. It didn't even talk. It was just like maybe 2 or 3 words. And then this is the second time this has happened in my entire time coming here. It was like somebody turned a strobe light on and it flashed right here on the floor. The first time it ever happened, it came underneath this chair, and a lady looked at me. She goes, "Did you turn a flashlight on?" I said, "No, I thought you did." Well, it did it right here tonight, just right here. So the only thing I don't know what that is. I've heard of different theories, like if a portal's opening or a vortex or something, it'll make like a flash.
But there's not one. Well, I'm not gonna say there's not one here, but it could probably be because of the springs.
It did it over at the church when we were.
Like I mean, did
Yeah,
it flash like
flash.
somebody turned a strobe on in here?
Yeah,
It was
that's
like
exactly
someone
what
took
it
a
was.
You see that, you have that same effect if you go to Gettysburg
Yeah.
and you watch any of their videos, you'll see it almost looks like a sparkler flash.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, and it was right
And then a second
here.
later, a spirit will walk.
I was
You'll see
sitting
several of them.
I was sitting right here, and it was just flashing right here, and I was like, "What was that?" And I looked at my flashlight, and I'm like, "Well, this one has red on it, so there's no way it could have been this." So I don't know. I don't know what it was, and we all saw it in the room, and it freaked everybody out. So I don't know, but I'll go back to the ghost box. Careful, this right here.
Yeah, I want to set
What
something
is
on.
this light? Is like acting funny. Just I got wires all right here.
I was just trying to set this. Here, let's just sit right here.
Well, I could put it in the. No, I got a computer right there. Here, we have it. I'll put it. Who's talking over there?
We are.
Oh, okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this ghost box on and see if we get something through here. Because we were getting it was a man, and he kept talking and talking and talking.
If you're with us, sir, can you come back there and talk to us? A new group and some new people.
Oh, right away.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do not even close to that the last time. I know that wasn't much, but maybe the more it does it.
Can you tell us your name? My name's Anita. I'd like to call you by yours. That's something a little low there.
No, you'll hear it. Like when
I mean,
it's
that
on,
was-
it's like
that
you
was
will really
something
hear it
like-
though.
We have a lot of devices on the table. Can you see them? Come have a drink with us.
Something. Who's that man that was here a little while ago? You were trying to tell me your name. Can you go get close to that orange light? Tell us who you are.
I need somebody to play cards with.
I'm a little hard of hearing, so you're gonna have to get real close to that light.
There's something here. Play some cards. Here's a little whiskey. Can you tell us who you are?
Yes.
It's a little something, yeah. I don't know what it was.
Like a kid.
Yeah. Or female or something, I couldn't tell.
Can you get a little closer?
I heard a child singing last time I was here. Can you come out and play and sing for us some more?
Can you show the group here how that box works? Can you get close to it? Make one of those pendulum swing.
This is my first time here, and my name is Jeff. Would you tell me your name, please?
Radio.
Right here.
Can you tell Jeff your name? You can talk right through that orange light on that box right there. We'll be able to hear you.
If you'd rather not tell me your name, if you could just touch one of these little meters, the green light right here, or tap on the wall.
What are you saying?
We've got bouncing rods, and my rod's just both pointed over at the table. And
Mine are still pointing at the table.
yeah, mine are moving back to the table now, so those are rods.
Yeah.
Kind of like right.
We're just experimenting.
Every time, see, the only bad thing with thousand rods in here is there's just so much water underneath the hotel.
I kind of work, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, and I'm not good with them, so I just don't have any luck at all with them. But I mean, not saying other people don't, but I'm just saying I've never. It just seems like I just thought that maybe because
We were
There
just
was
trying
so
to
much water
see if
that
there was a
maybe-
consistency between both hers and I, since we have two people here.
Oh.
To see if we get the same response.
Yeah.
So far, we are.
Did you live here in this hotel? Did it say
It
no?
sounded like it said no. And this is more than it did the whole time.
That was a male voice.
Yeah, the last group.
Okay, since you didn't live here, were you just a visitor here?
Were you a Civil War soldier here? Were you camped here?
Do you have some connection to the family that used to live here? Are you a member of the Coy family?
We just left the church. Do you ever go to church over there? The church right across the street?
Do you like seeing the hotel full for the night? Because I know that guests dropped for a while, and now does it make you happy to see all the rooms full again?
Can you make that box with all the little pendulums on the table? Can you make it make a noise? Make it sing for us? Just touch it. Where'd you go? Can you come back and talk to us? Is there anyone in the room you'd like to talk to? Someone else familiar to you?
You're faint. Come real close to us. As close as you can to that orange light in that box right there so we can hear you.
You can lean in beside me. I'm not going to hurt you. You can lean in to get closer to the box.
What is that? It almost sounded. It was a man's voice, right? And it almost sounded like it said Heather. Heather.
I couldn't tell, but that wouldn't surprise me.
Can you say that again? Were you saying someone's name in this room?
Did you say my name?
Are you an adult or a child? No, I said yes to you, but that's not far away.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't have been that, but it wouldn't have been an answer. Yes, you're an adult.
Are y'all hear that noise?
Yeah.
Well, there's somebody walking around.
Yep. Listen.
No, this is a hallway.
That's right. No, that's-
It's like water.
It does sound like it. Do you want me to go up and look? It's right there.
See, Daryl's apartment's on this side, but there's this upstairs all the way towards the front.
I'll go
They
look
don't
and
use
see if
this
it's
right here is the
right
hallway. Like right over this door, right here, it's just a hallway. And then their door starts over there, and then there's like there's a bedroom right here. Like just a guest
there.
room.
I got one.
I'm gonna leave this on real low. But we've heard knocking and walking and doors shutting and stuff up here before.
Yeah, it's stopped now.
It's not starting.
And we should be able to hear Heather walk up there.
Yeah, because I don't hear it now.
Green hallway, I just want you to know I'm coming upstairs.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard somebody walk out of this room. I mean, you hear it, and then go down the hallway, and we're like, "There's nobody up there." And we,
Let me drop back.
there.
That's good.
Hold on. Heather, I hear that sound right now. Do you hear anything in the hallway? Tap your flashlight or something on the floor so we can hear where you are. Yeah, you're right above us. It's coming directly on that wall that we heard everything, right there where you are.
I don't hear anything but the air.
Have any air coming out and condensation dripping or something?
No, the air vent's right there. And it wasn't on.
Weird.
There's no rooms up there. It's Daryl's apartment's on this side, but it's towards the front.
And that's her. You can hear that.
Heather, where are you? I'm upstairs above the sound room.
Weird, like the radio. They did this before. If you're not asking questions, you don't hear anything coming through the box. And as soon as you start asking questions, it starts talking again.
That must be her.
Do you want to talk to someone here?
Is there someone in this room that you don't want in here? Is that why you're not talking?
Was that you making the noise on the wall?
She's talking.
No, she's not.
There's Daryl up there or something. I don't know. Hey, were you talking to somebody?
No, I think I myself.
You were?
I almost missed the bottom step.
Oh, because when you're talking,
No, that's definitely a reason to talk to yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have Crocs on, do you?
Tennis shoes.
So
No, there was nothing, like, it was, all I could hear was the air and then it kicked off and I even put my head in that room. That used to be. And silent,
Huh.
nothing.
We actually heard it when you were up there.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear anything.
Weird.
I don't know what it could be, unless there's something through the pipes that are in between.
I don't think the pipes are on this wall.
I don't know.
So you haven't talked through this box since we stopped asking. Can you talk to us now?
Or maybe that was you that was walking above us. Was that you? Are you ready for us to leave?
Listen,
Mm-hmm.
you're like a buzzing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you didn't tell us if you wanted us to leave, so does that mean you want us to move in and stay forever? What if we move in and pay rent? Would that be cool?
Wow. It's like interference or something.
It sounds like a train.
Yeah, it sounds
It's like,
Yeah, it's a. I don't think I've
no,
heard that before.
it's, I all I did is I turned it up. The other difference is I got this radio in my hand. When she was upstairs, we put it back over there. It's by chance, somewhere, if it's any interference. Maybe it was.
Where did you go? You were gonna tell me your name.
If you're ready for us to leave, will you bang on a wall or on the table, something to let us know that you're ready for us to be done for the night?
There it is. You're on your radio.
We got cards on the table. We got some whiskey.
Pocket full of money. We're ready to play. What about you? I know. You need a cigar to top it off. Is that what you need?
Well, you just stopped talking to us. Weird.
Come back, where'd you go? Did you follow me when I went upstairs? You can go back down.
You can pick up any of the cards and make that light flash on that little box. Pick up those playing cards. You can deal me in a hand. Hello?
We have somebody here that can pour us a drink, so we can play some cards.
You better hurry, because we're going to be leaving in a moment.
Is there anything we could do for you?
Oh, I just don't understand where that's coming from.
I don't know. Unless it's like, what's that cable? There's a power cord right here. I'm wondering, just by chance, what wasn't doing it earlier? We'll move it over here. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. That maybe it's that cord. This cord.
We did it when you first turned it on and you first sit down there.
And start doing it top that one.
There's something. There's a man again. My name's Chad. What's your name? Can you say that again? Maybe talk a little louder. Can you say that again? Can you tell me your name, please? What? You want to talk to one of the ladies instead of me?
You want to talk to a fat guy? You can talk to me.
Do you work here?
Benjamin, is that you?
When you asked that question, I got the word knit.
Yeah, what word it?
When she asked that question. Do you work here?
Knit. Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, Romney worked here?
That's the only word you got.
That came in response to
If your name is Mitt, will you please come here and touch this little green light? Please.
Your voices, you coming and going. We hear you for a moment, then you disappear. Where do you go?
Can you make a noise or move something to let us know that you're still here with us?
Bye.
What it sounded like.
Well, how about hello? That's what we're all hoping to hear from you. And then a conversation.
It's the same voice again. Same.
They do want to talk to a fat guy.
What was that flashing light? That's got cold chills.
I've had them.
Okay, something's moved into the room.
I feel it, dude. It's like cold in here all of a sudden, like real cold. You feel it?
All right, the room temperature is dropping. Does that mean you're here now? If you're here, will you make a noise?
Yeah, it's cold.
It's a male that's moved into the room.
Can you show yourself to us?
Can you tell me your name, please?
Keep hearing it.
It's not loud.
I'm really hard of hearing. Can you really get close to that little light? And tell me your name, please. I know you're in the room with us. Can you just please tell us your name?
My name's Anita.
Yeah.
You've talked to me before. Do you know what that white light was earlier that Chad's talking about? Do you know where that came from? Let me just say yes.
I can hear it.
I swear to God, as soon as she finished asking that question, I said yes.
Can you tell me where that white light came from? Or was it you that made the white light?
Who said that?
Is that what that said? No.
Yeah.
That sounded like somebody in the room, but that came through the box.
Yeah.
Ew, that was weird.
That's embarrassing. I think.
Yeah, I was like, I just thought one of y'all said it. Or it was on the, I thought it was on the omnibus thing. It wasn't that? Oh, there it is.
It's the same voice.
What are you saying? Say it a little louder and clear. Because women can't hear you. Almost.
What can I do for you? Do you need something?
You have to leave in just a moment. Here's your chance. Talk with us now. Notice that on
No, that word new.
It seems to be working real well for him.
There's something away. Let me show you the first one.
that sound.
Now it's getting cold over here. Are you moving around the room? If you are, why don't you come over here and sit right down beside me? There's some room here. We'll share.
Okay, rotate. We'll take a break. Midnight snacky.
We're gonna head to
Let the rate boys know it's time for a break.
we're gonna head to the back to the dining room. So if you want to follow us in there, you can feel free.
Well,
We can get that thing wasn't moving at all or anything compared to the other one. Like that third one was really swingy, but it never made a light at all.
Really?
Was there ever a worker in here?
I don't know. Not that I know of. I mean, there possibly could have been. Right, you think he's gonna come up or?
Oh, no, that's hurt. I felt like there was no.
I don't know what if he was a soldier.
And that's who you were talking to.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know who it is.
That's the reason I asked the question when you were here. He's trying to say I'm out.
Oh, you know what that thing is?
Yeah.
Noise?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If not,
I wonder if
that,
that took off energy. What's making that radio do that? So I'm not really sure. So we're gonna go to in the dining room now, and there's gonna be the buffet set up with food and stuff like that on it, some coffee and whatever. So then we'll do a group experiment after that. Where's my oh, turn here.
I don't know. I don't know. Whoever that was chair that came into the room was a young guy.
I don't know, but it got really cold.
Yeah, he was a young guy. And the only thing I could think of was maybe like Civil War, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Uh-oh. We lost
kind of hit. I mean, he just came in and.
Really?
Yeah, he hit pretty hard because he was hurting. I think that's why he came in. He was hurting.
Hmm.
I don't know whether he was shot, injured. Does that have sound?
Yeah, but I don't think it's on anymore. Like it went off or something. I don't know. I don't like this broadcast thing.
Is that a new one?
It's one of the. It's the computer just like yours, but it's a red one. But it it's beat up a little bit though. Yeah, that's like supposed to be live right now.